Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be taking a specific look at Kate Bishop. Now even though I already uploaded a full run from which these fights are going to be taken out of, I definitely felt the need to highlight just how amazing Kate is, specifically her, because she was like the biggest surprise for this and definitely the most enjoyable one as well. And she pretty much melted every fight I used her for, including the Nameless Thanos. Now, this initially I had one very bad attempt with Cassie Lang, which I shouldn't have done. Otherwise, this would have been like a perfect solo. But because I did, I'm gonna have a bit stickier start. And now I might need to make sure that he doesn't use his special attack until I get to special attack of my own. But we're going to be good. So as soon as we activate a level 1 here with Kate, we start doing that massive cold snap damage. And now, well, it's going to be straightforward. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to try and prevent him from using a special attack. And meanwhile, activate our second level 1. And we can see that his health is dwindling and fast. So with this, he enters his next phase. I didn't even really get to notice what this phase does, just because despite losing one of our cold snaps, we're going to be putting in work here, boys. So we punish that heavy attack, activate another cold snap suite, punish the heavy attack. We're going to use our relic here in second. And we're gonna manage to knock him down just in time to refresh that. And that's it. That was the phase over. This is crazy. This is like the easiest Thanos kill that I have had. I don't even exactly know what is happening in this, but he's going down fast. He's definitely going down very fast. And I'm okay with that. And here we can see that he does activate his level 3, but we do have that intercept protection active. And yeah, well, no, he's dead. That's it. That was Thanos down. Right, let's move on. Spider-Gwen fight. Here again, I did have one very ill attempt by accident when I started with a parry, but this is pretty much basically a solo. Only thing we need to make sure is activate our level 1. As soon as that is done, she cannot evade it because we have true accuracy on our special attacks with Kate. And as soon as we get the cold snap on, well, that's it. The fight is over because Spider-Gwen can't evade. She's taking a ton of damage. As you notice, I did last fights in my run without Recall Masteries active, and the initial start I did with Recall Masteries active. I'm not entirely sure if it was like particularly needed for most of the fights, to be honest, but damage is even crazier because of it. And here, yeah. Spider-Gwen is dead in, well, let's see how long the fight duration is, but it didn't last long at all. I think this video duration is 1 minute, so that's one dead Spider-Gwen. Additionally, we do have Nightcrawler to deal with, and here the story is pretty much similar. Now, you cannot reduce Nightcrawler's ability accuracy here, so most of the weight counters do not really work, but as long as we activate our first level 1, life's good. Job's done and life's good. Because Cold Snap does prevent him from evading, and Nightcrawler that doesn't evade is just a Nightcrawler that's waiting to get KO'd. And again, even though we have class disadvantage, our damage has reduced slightly, but it's still more than adequate. And we're activating our second level 1. Sweet. Now we have Nightcrawler at 70% and melting. By the time Striker basically finishes off, he's at 60% now. And we can see that the countdown has definitely begun. I don't even need or want to really activate any more special attacks, just to save health due to recall. And there we go. This is a rank 4 boosted Kate, by the way. It's not even a rank 5 Kate. And yeah, we're just going to keep knocking him down against the wall. To refresh our cold snaps. And that's one dead Nightcrawler. This lasted slightly longer, but it's fine. Now, Kate also absolutely destroys the thing. I will screw this fight up towards the end, just so you guys know, but it definitely is an easy solo because I'm just going to make a silliest mistake and run into headfirst into a special attack. But the point is, as long as you manage the charges, that's really all there is. And only other thing you need to know is that your heavy attack is 2 hits, your level 1 is 3 hits. And if you keep that in mind, activate them kind of like confidently, count the rock stacks, everything else, life's good. So again, we are activating our level 1 exactly at 12 charges, putting him at 15, baiting out the special attack. Sweet. Now he's taking a ton of damage. And we can see him completely melt. Definitely want to do my second run also bringing in Kate. Because she did every single fight that I used her for very fast and very effectively. It's like it's not like she had to, push through or revive through some things. She just absolutely bursted down like nobody's business, like an absolute champ that she is. Now here, he kind of didn't want to throw his special attack. I ran into it as soon as Oscillate changed to Fury, and that basically took away all my health. And, this is basically where I mess up and die at him at 19%. But it could have and should have been an easy solo unless I screwed it up. Moving further, now Spider-Ham is going to be a similar situation where first fight with Spider-Ham, the AI is just not going to want to cooperate too much, and I'm going to make a mistake ultimately in the end, but here we're going to see that Spider-Ham's animations and AI can just be so frustrating at times. Kate is, however, I think pretty much the best counter for the pig, and an easy solo as well. And we're going to see exactly why. Check this out. He's at 97%. I'm activating my level 1. And at level 1, obviously prevents him from evading, so I do not need to worry about how many charge he has. Activate another level 1, and look at his health. Spider-Ham's health pool is relatively small, but he's just melting here. And here's the problem. I'm going to throw a heavy attack that is going to push him into level 3. So at this point, I kind of knew that I messed up and got KO'd. But we still did more than 50% of damage, which is better than many other champions would. And then we just went in, revived, finished the fight off. And yeah, there was not too much to stress about here. We're going to finish this up. This time around, we actually managed to get our parry, charge up our heavy attack to get him closer to the wall. I think I'm still going to get tagged at some point, activating a level 1. This is, how the start of the fight should have looked like, but again, I forget how to parry yet again. I want to get him closer to the corner to make sure he activates his special attack. He finally does. Now I'm going to activate another level 1. He's going to use his special because he's in corner. He's more likely to do so. I pause my cold snaps, and the fight's pretty much over. And Kate can do more fights, like this vision. Kate doesn't have any power control per se, but whilst you put opponent in the corner, it effectively acts like a passive taunt. And because of it, you can use Kate Bishop for vision, because he's not going to go in the order of the special attacks. Like normally he would throw level 1, then level 2, then level 3, and then you die. But because Kate's cornered ability also has something similar to a taunt in it, we are going to be forcing him to use special attacks. And as long as Vision does use special attacks here, we're good. There's nothing to worry. As long as we keep him in corner, life is fine. Activate second level 1. Everything's well. We're going to hit his block whilst he's in corner. Refresh our cold snaps. He sometimes doesn't really want to throw them, but that's okay. Now he does. And yeah, well, that's basically it. I don't even really have to use any more special attacks because we got both cold snaps active. Here he does throw his special again, and he is already down to 25% at this point. Hard to comment on their health bars because they're consistently melting, so you never get the right percentage. But another heavy attack, and yeah, well, Vision is dead. Just brutal. And Modok. Here we go. Against Modok, we have increased damage on level 1 and class advantage, so that's going to be absolutely beautiful. Additionally, Kate's level 1 has true accuracy, which means it bypasses auto block. So all of those things combined, this is going to be a very quick and easy fight. It is going to get a bit stressful at one point due to my own error because I will have gotten myself a couple of disorients. But other than that, it's fine. We just need to get him in the corner, and when we do, keep our cold snaps refreshed, and rest of it is going to be taken care of. Here we go, sweet. We're going to throw a couple of heavy attacks, and we have cold snap refresh. Can auto block us in a second here, but meanwhile we squeeze in another level 1. Again, life's good. Now here I got 2 disorients and I need to refresh my cold snaps. It got a tiny bit sketchy, but we still get our weight in, drop a heavy attack, refresh everything that needs to be refreshed, and yeah, that is dead Modok. So I have seen that Kate can do a couple other fights, but for most part these are, I would say, the main ones. And out of all the new champions, I would definitely call Kate Bishop the MVP of Grandmaster's Gauntlet. She's so crazy, and I loved using her a lot. Definitely one of my favorite, if not the favorite, 2023 champion. Hopefully this video is helpful to some of you, and if it is, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the good buttons. I'll catch you guys later. Bye! Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about